Alright. Hello, hello, how's it going there? So I have some minis that I'm going to play. And thanks to my lovely community, I have picked up or been persuaded to give Warhammer a shot again. I say this lovingly. I'm actually kind of excited to do this again. Go for my walk, but I might be back. Also, music is loud, can't hear me. Got it. There we go. Is that better now? I'll just turn myself up a little bit. Bring the mic just ever so closer. Wolf Parable, alright. There we go. Yes, 2 people saying music crazy loud. Should be better now though, right? There you go. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Yeah. I went and I finished up priming some of the models. So want to get that taken care of. Like I said, I'm wanting to finish these fellas up. Maybe I need to. Oh, where is this? This is a little too bright. Let me get this out of the way for you guys. Oh my goodness, why is that happening? Alright. Get that out of there. I don't want to blind you guys anymore. Bonk. 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 Ah, no. Come on. Let's see here. Try 50. And then go like that. Perfect. That's much better. Oh man, my skin is so bright. Let's turn that down a little bit on you guys, because that's not quite white. If we do that, that's a little bit better. There we go. Much better. And my apologies if you guys can hear, I don't know what that is. It sounds like it's at the trains. I hope that's not too loud for you guys. Stop. Perfect. Perfect. It's a little bit of a delay there. Sorry about that. Oh my god, stop! The buzz? Sorry for all caps. Oh, you're all good. You're good. You're good. Yeah, no, there's a buzz. It's construction outside or something. I don't know what it is, to be honest. Now all I have is silence. Much better. Pretty sure it's illegal for construction at this time of night. I'm pretty sure it is too. So I don't know what it was, really. But it, you know, considering that there's usually construction around my home, I mean, at this time of night, yeah, it would totally be against the lure. But they have gotten permits to do things before, which I felt should not have been approved. But alas, I am not someone in a position of power. Legless, or leg one-less, I can talk. Late night stream, yeah, buddy. I just really wanted to paint. And I was like, well, I could do a Discord one, because usually when it's off schedule it's going to be on Discord, but I thought, you know, let's do something a little different. Ooh, that is stanky. Some extra stank. There we go. Yeah, let's do this guy. Just did some priming. Well, you've been working on a mini all day. You should share some photos in the work in progress section of the server. Dude, people would love to see. I would love to see what you got going on. Or I mean, you can always just DM me. Personal messages and show me there. you know, it's a painting community. What were you working on today? Were you working on your Raging Heroes models, or were you working on the others? It's in a DKC. Cool. Got it. Hey man, you should totally send things in the Mellow Minis Discord too. People ask, do I know someone who's really cool and paints? And I'm like, well, there's this one guy, but he doesn't have a online presence. And they're like, well, heck. Man, I gotta say, this priming actually turned out really nicely today. I'm actually impressed with myself, which I'm not always. I'm doing good in general. Today was a day, but that will be moved, so not gonna get into it. Nope. That's fair. You? Well, today what did we get up to today? We went grocery shopping. And then we came home. We watched some WandaVision. I think that's about all that happened with us. What about you, Cody? What did you do? I think the question was targeted to you, but or me. I don't know. I don't know who it was for. Nice and easy day. I mean, yeah. I'd say today was a pretty easy day. Tomorrow I plan on having an even easier day, and I want to do nothing. I thank you. Thank you. I appreciate being included. Packing house. I have a 4-day weekend. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad to hear that you've got a nice long weekend. That makes me happy to hear, Nicole. Played a bit of Warcraft, cleaned the house, watched RuPaul, painted mini, made poutines. Nice. A French fry meal. That's great. Dude, you have cheese curds? And like yeah, like, we don't even have cheese curds at home. Envy. Where'd you get them? Like Superstore? Or like what do you call? Costco? Staten Company shut down, so yeah, I can't complain. Only 2-day work week. Summit. Cubes of mozzarella. Not terrible. Not a poutine either, but I'll let it pass. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. I like that you guys have a dedicated taco day. That makes me very happy. Hey, Slumpter, how's it going? Nice to see you, buddy. I'm a little off schedule today. Really just wanted to paint. Yeah. I mean, that's about life, right? So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna expect? What are you up to today, Slumter? Hey, Wolf Parable. Nice to see you. Nice to see ya. No foul there. Yeah, no, exactly. You know, sometimes you just want to paint. Sometimes you want to paint with a little bit of company. And who knows, because this is outside of my normal stream time, maybe I'll get to meet some people. That's always cool. Today I officially got to meet the Mellow Miniatures. And that was an interesting conversation. A good one. It was a good conversation. We got along quite nicely. Oh, Taco Day is any day. I agree. Yeah, no, there's a YouTube channel, English fellow, and his YouTube channel is called Mellow Miniatures. I found out about him after I picked the name, and I was like, ah, heck. And he had a couple of videos up already, and I was like, well, shoot. Like, I've already kind of, like branded myself as this. I'm like, okay, well, you know, hopefully nothing wrong comes of it. And he knew of me as well. But yeah, no, if you want to go check him out, he's on YouTube. He's a nice fellow, you know. I'm sure if you give him a subscribe, that would make him happy. But me and him might do a collab or something in the future, which will just be a little fun thing. Yeah, I'm just realizing I don't think I have the zoom on right now. Let's Shazam! There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm just focusing on these fingers. I'll look up in just a second here. Do it! You watch him. That's hilarious. Oh, that's good. Oh, you look at that. Yeah, I'd seen a couple of his videos before. So when I finally got to talk to him, I was like, he's like, I'm glad to finally get to talk to you. I've been keeping an eye on your channel, and I was like, oh, cool. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, no, I'm glad to talk to you too. I met him through a little collaboration group for content creators. So. Excellent. Thank you there, Legwinless. Yeah, no. No, we had a very admirable, respectful conversation with each other, and it was enjoyable. And both of us were a little concerned that the other might have negative feelings towards the other, which I thought was quite funny, given that we're both, our brand is that we are mellow. So I think it's funny that we both had that concern. Yep, Mellow Minis is not Mellow Miniatures on YouTube. Now we will be best friends. Hopefully, that would be wonderful. Never enough friends. Hey, Space Bear! Oh, you guys were playing a game? What game were you playing? It's going pretty well. I am just painting up some super old minis of mine that I've had laying around the house for the last 8 years. I decided with some, positive conversations with the community that I would maybe give wargaming a shot again. So I have more than enough minis, so I am painting them. Okay, so that's his armor. Neato. Oh, you're gonna head out, Slumpter? You have a good one. Hey, before you guys go, if you aren't already following Slumpter, he's also a streamer, and he is just a lovely fellow. Very enthusiastic about dioramas and the hobby of crafting and the like. So, he'll build his own paint rack. He's just a swell, friendly guy. Whenever you hop into his stream, if you show any interest in any particular thing, if he has it, he'll go and he'll give a demonstration for it. He's a really cool guy. So yeah, I see you're well on your way to painting my nails. You know it. I don't think the VODs are around anymore, but in my very first videos, I had black fingernails, actually. I do paint my nails sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. Whew, that is stinky. I just primed these, so I've got a bunch of them like sitting in a Ziploc bag, just so the smell doesn't overwhelm me. Got the window open though. Circulate the air. Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. Windows open. I've got my filter on. My filter is pulling air out this way, and then the window is pushing air behind me. Oh yeah, gotta hobby safely. Because that, if you don't, that is how you get allergies to important aspects of your hobby, like super glue. Yay! If only I had known that could happen. Like, oh my god. Oh well. Live and learn. I can share that information with others and they will not make the same mistake I did. But yeah, how was your day today, Space Bear? What'd you get up to? We had a Valentine's themed session. Oh, your D&D game. That's right. The events are not ones that I can discuss on stream. Oh my. Oh, I keep freezing? Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. If I'm still freezing here, I stream on multiple platforms. So you could always go check out the YouTube channel and maybe it is a better connection there. I've had people tell me before that it's usually easier to see me on YouTube. So give that a shot if you haven't already. Have I been enjoying the Space Boys painting? I'm enjoying that I finally am moving on to some of the more high detailed models, like my, I don't know what they're called, librarians or my captain. So that makes me happy. And I am not using the right brush for this right now. Twitch in general, Skippy. Yep, no, exactly. Yeah, so I stream on YouTube as well as Facebook at the same time, but like, I would rather direct you to YouTube than Facebook. Facebook is the platform I update the least. So if you do watch on Facebook, just know that if you comment in Facebook, I can see your comments. So feel free to be like, hey Chris, maybe invest more time in Facebook, and I'll do it. I know, side answer, you will see the videos while they're playing on Facebook. Because I see it when you like the videos midstream. Not many people do. It's like you and like 2 other people who do that. But yeah. I'm on a lot of platforms, so it's a little hard to keep up sometimes. But usually Facebook ends up being more of a photo gallery than anything else for me. A photo gallery that I can stream on, which is cool. Very cool. Yeah. No, I definitely see you on Facebook. Whenever you like the videos, a little alert shows up of a zombie up on the screen, and it says your name on it. Which I think is kind of cool. But like maybe if people don't want to know that they liked it, I don't know. It's something I can turn off. You like the zombie. Good, good. I mean, I know you would like the zombie. Zombies are cool. So, fun fact about the Zombie Survival Guide. A lot of people are familiar with that. The author is Max Brooks. What a lot of people might not know is that Max Brooks is the son of Mel Brooks. And his mom is also a celebrity, an actress or actor. But I don't know her name. I just know Mel Brooks as a bit more well known. If I can't stay and I watch, I pop in and I like to say hi. It is always appreciated when you come and say hi. You are a good friend, and I am always grateful when you come in and say hello. So keep being you. Hey, Earhawks, how's it going? I'm streaming at a time that's more convenient for you today. Nice to see you hop in. I am painting Warhammer for... I've been doing it for a couple days now, but after a 8-year break. Can you believe that? 8 years is a long time. Indeed. Glad you're able to catch me on stream. Well, thank you. I usually, when I do the nighttime streams, it's usually just in my Discord. Hint, hint for people who aren't in the Discord. I think all of you guys are in my Discord. But, yeah, I do streams exclusively there sometimes. They're a little less family-friendly. But you get to talk with me. The voice, which is something that's fun. I think it's fun. Yeah, I consider everyone a friend here, right? But yeah. But today I was like, well, you know what? Not everyone attends those. Some people don't want to. Hey, Earhawks, thanks for the follow there. Not everyone wants to do that, right? Not everyone wants to be on voice. They just want to, maybe have a stream in the background. So, I thought today I would do a proper stream. And I've got a bunch of Chaos Space Marines that are coming in the mail. So, a few things. One is one of my good friends, Mylule. She plays a game called Grim Dark Future, and she's been sharing how cool it is. It's basically like a rules light version of Warhammer 40k. And I was like, well, that sounds really cool, because I liked war games. 40k gave me a headache, and which is saying something, because a lot of people get a headache from playing Magic, and I've been playing Magic for the last Oh gosh. Almost 20 years. So, you know, when I was told it's a rules light game, pretty straightforward, I went and I looked at some videos from, what's his name? Wylock Terrain, Wylock Gaming, the creator of the Wylock tiles, 1.25 inch grid dungeon tiles. Anyways, I took a look at some of his videos on the game, his battle reports of it. He did a great explanation of it, and it seems like, yeah, that's, I could get into that. Heck, I might even be able to get my friends into it. I might be able to talk my partner into having one game at least. So, it made me want to. It further motivated me for Chaos, and I already had all of these. I've had these forever. And it made me want to, repaint them. VC gets crazy sometimes. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Gave me a headache nowadays. I never learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if I say that confidently or if it's just as a fact, but I never learned how to play it. So, mind you, I play Magic, and I don't really want to learn to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I already really I have a card game that I already love a great deal, so. Used to play decently when it came out. Oh, I didn't know you used to play it. Don't. Yeah, no. I already have Magic, right? Like I've invested so much in Magic the Gathering. No. There are people that I follow online that play, and it sounds like it's a pretty chaotic game. But since playing Magic, then going back and trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't want to do that hop. It sounds like when the feeling that my brain would try to go through when I was younger and I would play like Super Nintendo for a while, and then I would go and play PlayStation. Like my brain just couldn't wrap, because the interfaces were different, right? Like one had the button on the right to click enter, and the other one was the button on the bottom to click enter. Years later of trying to do that, eventually, like, I got used to that and I can adapt to it on the fly. But even when I play the Switch, I still sometimes mix it up, and my partner does too. Mrs. Mellow Minis. Yep, yeah, PS4 and Switch. Well, I mean, the PS4 and the Switch both usually have it, but like the controllers are different sizes. Because, oh wait, no, PS4 uses X. That's right. Yeah, no, it's just Nintendo that insists on doing the right one as enter, because circle is always exit. That's right. It's just Nintendo that's the weird one. So, Earhawks, do you have any new plans coming along? I loved the orc that you did pretty recently. Got any other mini projects coming up? That's an Asia versus West or America thing, yeah, or North America thing, yeah. I bought a PS4 here, and until that, there was a firmware update to change the button. X was back and circle was enter. Interesting. Yeah. That's what I thought. I knew that it was Japanese games where the right button was enter, because in even on the Nintendo, some game, or not Nintendo, the PlayStation, circle will be enter. Very, very rarely, but yeah. It's usually just with like JRPGs. It drove me crazy. What? No. I'm sure you were fine. No. That would absolutely be a frustration. So I'm seeing that there's a little skull here on his hand, and it's so weird because the skull is facing upright, but that means like it's on his side like that. Usually if there's a skull in pattern, like you would expect it to be facing, like the teeth are down here or the teeth are up on the top. But that's fascinating. But yeah, I have a video coming out next couple of days. The skin part of the Captain Dread model. After that, a Colossus Squig. Oh, cool! You're doing the Squig Day thing too, eh? Neat. Okay. Been streaming an entirely stippled armor. Ooh. I bet that looks super cool. Yeah, I didn't know if you did streaming as well. I know that you did the YouTube videos. Here. Everyone, if you can, give Earhawks a follow on Twitch. Follows are free, and Earhawks is very talented. And, you know, you might find out about some cool mini companies through Earhawks. I know I certainly have. So, on my Discord, at least a couple of the companies came from Earhawks' know-how. Not on Twitch anymore. Well, it's Earhawks on YouTube. It's exactly the same spelling as his YouTube name. So go check him out. There, take that. Yeah, anyone got any fun plans for the weekend? Should be the weekend now for just about everybody. Either your Saturday or, you know, your Friday night. That bronzer model is taking even longer than I expected. Only half the skin. I don't know if I know what a bronzer is. Think you could fill me in. Is that a Warhammer model? To give some context on how out of the loop I am, when I started streaming, everyone was painting these Primaris Marines, and I was like, what the heck is a Primaris Marine? And then people started talking about like 100 hit points on models for in Warhammer, and I was like, what the heck are hit points in Warhammer? Do you mean wounds? Is that different than wounds? So I have been out forever, apparently. Oh, you're getting some new piercings on Sunday. Well, that's exciting. It's Gears Guts Mech Shop Orc in Power Armor. Is Gear Guts Mech Shop a 3D printer? Is that or like STL shop? Do they sell physical minis? Just want to know if I should add them to my list. Yes, I would love a link in the pic, yo. I would love that. And side answer, are you getting it done like at a specific shop? Do you got a friend that's gonna do it for you? Should I ask you in private what piercings you're getting? ear piercings, nose piercing, lip piercings. Body Mod Studio, ears. Hey, you never know. There's no judgment. No, there's never any judgment. I don't know. What are you getting? Like, you getting a tragus, you getting an industrial, you getting your lobes done, you getting, what is it? There's tragus. What's that other one? A conch. Conch piercings are cool. Kind of miss having my piercings, but at the same time, I'm like, oh man, I'm kind of glad I don't have to maintain them anymore. Highlighted orc, as requested, sir. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, is it? Yes, yes. Okay, I have to stop everything I'm doing right now. For those, okay, so lower area, 1/4 mark. Okay. So, for those who are not already in the Discord, first, okay, we're gonna take a look at Earhawks's. Ooh, that is cool looking. I like that. And I need to minimize that and just take a look here. It's a 3D sculptor. Oh, okay, cool. But he has 3 printers, one in North America, one in the EU. Oh, that's good. Okay, Earhawks, would you be able to link where the store is, particularly to be able to order him through his 3D printers? And so, let us make our way to the Discord server and look in Works in Progress. And let's take a look at Wolf Parable's mini painting. Sorry, finished mini. Nope. That is a different one. That is my good friend Legwinless's mini. Ooh. Exciting. Okay. Works in progress. Yes! I am so happy with that. Orc rump. That's right, everyone. Anyone who wasn't expecting what was going to be there, it was an orc butt. I sent you all to look at an orc booty. With its magical glow. That's right. Ooh, sorry about that there, Earhawks. Let me add you as a regular. The message went through. No worries on that. Regulars. Oh my goodness. Add Earhawks. There we go. What? There was an error. Not found? What do you mean not found? Oh, because I need to go like this. I need to go regulars, add, and then go Earhawks, but I have to delete the ampersand. Or the at. There we go. Added successfully. Yes, you are. Ah, Gear Guts, perfect. I love this. Okay, yes. Because there's nothing funner than some orcs. Good. Thank you so much for sharing that. I always try to make sure that the community has, a nice round selection of miniatures for being able to purchase from, right? for example, Mantic Games has some really cool orcs I was looking at earlier. They're not called orcs, though. They're called, like... Oh, goodness. I was just looking at them earlier before the stream. Can't remember the names. My apologies. Sometimes my brain is just like that. But yeah, I was looking at Mantic Games because specifically the game that I'm going to be using these minis for, One Page Rules Grimdark Future, they have rules for space rat people and for space dwarves. And while Games Workshop used to have a dwarf army, the Stouts, I think they were called. No, Squats. They were called Squats. Some companies, like Mantic, know that there was still a demand for those kind of minis and continued to produce them. So you can use their minis and their Space Rat minis to play Grimdark Future. So that by doing that, you can take minis from, Games Workshop, like Space Marines, and have them fight space rats. And I just think that's so cool, right? So I love stuff like that, and it's a totally free to play game. You just go to onepagerules.com, you go and you download their rules PDFs for free right off their website, and you just make your armies and you play. I love stuff like that. And it's a miniature agnostic game. They have STL files for if you want to print your own that you can access through, I think it's what is it called, myminifactory.com, or you can be a member of their Patreon and get the latest STL files that way. But because they are basically making the game without the intention of selling models, and rather are making the game with the intention of just being a fun game that's accessible and easy to play, I love stuff like that. I absolutely love stuff like that. As a game designer, there's a certain when you, and none of this is bad. I need to preface this. None of this is bad. It's not bad to make your game with the intention of selling models, but it certainly impacts your ability to deliver a great game if the intention is to make people buy more plastic. Because that means inherently part of your game is a pay-to-win system. Which, again, there's no fault. I'm not saying oh, how evil GW is. Simply in the matter of the fact that's they don't make money off the rule books. They don't. They make money off the models. And if you are able to buy the models once and then never need to buy ever again, that impacts their sales and their ability to function as a company. Which is why they come up with so many different games. They come up with their different board games, and I really love that they've been doing that, because that gives them extra revenue, cool exclusive models. You buy the board game. Hopefully the board game is not bad, but at least you get cool models that are unique. International here. Ooh. Gear Max Workshop. He does an insane amount of monthly STLs for his Patreon, and they are all quality. See, I love stuff like that. One day, I'm going to get a 3D printer. Not today, but one day. Because there's a lot of really cool stuff. And boy, oh boy, it is not cost effective to pay people to print for you. Obviously, it's a service, but if I could just do it myself, you know, it would be like all things. If you do it yourself, it's cheaper. So what kind of games do you play, Earhawks? I mean, I see you painting a lot of space orcs. I presume UK, but I might be wrong in that presumption. Because I don't play 40k anymore. I am going, hopefully soon, one day, to be playing Grimdark Future. I hope to as well. Oh, do you not have your own 3D printer? That's too bad. I totally thought you would have. I was mistaken. I don't play anything at all, actually. I would really like to get back into Dust 1947. Fascinating. Tell me all about Dust 1947. I don't know if I've heard it. That sounds like a. That's a very familiar name. I know I've heard of Dust 1947. I can't remember if it was a video game. I believe it was a survival shooter, but I could be wrong. I remember I had a coworker who was all about Dust 1947. But I can't remember what kind of game it was. Yes, loved it. It was the EVE Online shooter. Thank you. That's what it was. Yeah, and you get to go to down to the planets that are in the EVE universe. Multiplayer shooter deathmatch style. Yeah. My friend was playing it in a beta. This was, gosh, that was years ago. Did it ever get a full release? Based off how this conversation is going, I feel like it never got a full release. It's a shame. Dust got killed. Oof. It was based off Bolt Action. In a weird war. Oh, geez. The lighting. Why is the lighting so bad? Oh, no. That is something else. I need this. There we go. CCP killed it. SSR, sorry. Because that's what those initials are in Cyrillic, is their SSR. Because I believe they were a Russian company, were they not? Or a Ukrainian? I know they were a European company. Are they not the same game? I'm confused now. I'll let you two sort it out. I'm thinking of the EVE Online shooter. Two different dusts. Rust 1947? Dust. Okay. Okay, so which one is the EVE game? Is it just Dust? Was Dust the EVE game? And if that's the case, what is Rust? Dust 1947. It sounds like we're both talking about shooters. That's what I'm capturing. Don't know about the EVE game, but it's a minis game. Oh, fantastic! All right, let's figure this out. Okay, so it's a minis game. Excellent. Who's the publisher? What kind of minis? 1947. I presume it's not sci-fi. EVE Online Dust 514. That's what it was. 514. Got it. Thank you. Oh, Gannon, are you getting chilly? Do I need to put you in your little blanket fortress, buddy? Hey, Kay, what's going on? Yeah, a little impromptu stream. I went and I primed some more minis. So I'm just painting them up. And here, just before I go and I put this little guy into his cocoon, I just got little Gannon here. I'm just going to put him in his cocoon. What is his cocoon, you might ask? I will show you his cocoon. Hey, buddy. I'm going to wake you up for just a second here. Yep. Yep. Oh, you're holding on to it. Okay. Hold on. Ugh. You mind letting go for 1 sec? Maybe not stab me in the belly? There we go. Yeah, you want your cocoon? Yeah. This is the Gannon cocoon. Oh, come on. Hey, you gonna lie down? Hi. I'm just trying to make sure you're warm. Here. There you go. Yeah. He is a beautiful baby. Yeah, no, I call it a cocoon basically because whenever he gets cold, he'll scrunch up. So what I do is I lift up the blanket a little bit, like a I guess it's more like a donair or like a burrito, but I just bundle them up. Whew. icky. Alright, so we're going to take this guy. And let's paint him up on his bottom a little bit, I guess. How you doing, Kay? I understand that you guys did a Valentine's game. Ellie beat you here. And she said that it is maybe not Mellow Minis stream appropriate. Which leads all sorts of questions. Questions that I can ask on your server. Or we can talk about it on Discord in private. Oh, I am Lurk. I do not wish to traumatize. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. I appreciate it, Space Bear. You know that I run a family-friendly stream, so I think that is very courteous of you. Not that I'm not curious. I am very curious. Don't get me wrong. I have 1.5 million questions. Maybe a description of the game isn't posting. Oh, did I miss it? Ah. I did miss it. Okay, so you're saying that it's a bolt action. It's a weird War II game. In a weird war, World War II didn't end, and an alien ship crashed on Earth. So all the countries got crazy new tech. World War II sci-fi mashup with a mini. That is super cool sounding, Earhawks. Thank you. Yes, I got distracted. Thank you for letting. No one ever feel hesitant to be like, "Hey, Chris, did you miss my message?" I ramble. I ramble a lot. So sometimes I miss things. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That sounds really cool. What company makes the minis? And just while you're doing that there, they were Victorian vampires and D&D shenanigans. Ooh, that is very intriguing. Victorian era vampires. That makes... Did the Resident Evil The Village have anything to do with that decision? I can't help but feel like Madame... what is it? Madame de something was involved in that decision. Oh, hey, I've actually heard of that one. I just didn't know the name. Ooh, exciting. Does sound intriguing. There's another one called Conflict 47, but the dust rules look better. Can you, Earhawks, would you be so kind as to DM me the name of this so that my terrible memory remembers to do some research into this later? You can either whisper me on Twitch, and I'll get it through there, or on Discord. I would love to go check that out. It just because like that sounds really cool, and I want to make sure sincerely that I don't forget about that. And is it like 28mm? Or like 32mm scale? Or are these like 15mm? Oh gosh, I really hope they're not 15mm. $15mm hurts my brain. And I'm so glad that I went and did a proper Twitch stream instead of like a Discord one. Sure. Oh, thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate that. But yeah, not to ignore anyone. Okay, I hope you had a wonderful game of D&D today. Likewise with you, Space Bear. Fun is rule number 1. Done. Weird 2832 mil thing. Yeah, excellent. Perfect. I find that 2832 millimeters are all a lie, personally. Because if you look at some companies, they'll say 28 millimeters, but it'll be like 28 millimeters from the feet to the eyes, or 28 millimeters from the top of the base to the top of the head, or 28 millimeters from the bottom of the base to the eyes. Like it's really inconsistent, and it doesn't seem, from what I can tell when looking across multiple companies, that there's any set standard. So I just jumble all of my 28 and 32 mils together, and I hope that they look similar enough. If not, I just own it up to humans aren't the same size. So I don't know if you've noticed that. But yeah, like some companies will like try to like explain what their measurement is, and I'm just like, none of these are consistent. Like, wowzers. Like clothes size. Yep, exactly. It was excellent. I've had an exhausting week though, so I'm enjoying some chill time. You're in bed already. Wow. Well, I'm glad to hear that I am here to provide a nice little way of relaxing. Yeah, it's just like brush sizes, or like, what your shirt size is in one country versus another. Let's see here. There we go. Getting a little chilly, so I just put my hood on. Gotta adjust my, what do you call it? Headphone settings. But yeah, when I first found that out, I was like, well, I see that size doesn't seem to mean anything at all. So as long as I'm not using like 40 or like 32 mil, should be okay. That being said, I think officially, I think it's Ludus Magnus. Some of their games use like a 45 millimeter scale, which is why they're like massive compared to others. But personally, I think they make for great player character miniatures, like in a game of D&D, so that like the not to like accurately represent size, but just like so that like the player characters are the easiest things to see on the table, or like the bad guy. Like, to me, that's like perfect. And of course, like if you're using like monsters, like it doesn't really matter what size it is. It's a monster. That's the explanation. This goblin is just big because it got in a potion. Deal with it. That's the kind of DM I am. I'm like, look, man, like I painted this mini. Like it's on the table. Do you want a ugly mini, or do you want like a cool mini? And the States, I buy size medium t-shirts, but here I have to buy a size large. Yep, exactly. Yep, it's all. What is consistency? There's no such thing. Have any of you guys been watching WandaVision? Me and my partner just finished episode 2 of it. So we haven't gotten anything exciting or crazy yet. But I've been hearing from a few people that it's a pretty wild show. So I'm just kind of waiting for it. Waiting for things to hit the fan, if you catch my drift. The trailers never really sold the show on me. Watching based off recommendations of a couple of friends. Cousin has been harassing me to watch it. I really want to watch that. Gave in and said I will watch it. Yeah, so I mean, like, it's a slow build up right now, up to episode 2. Like, it's nothing wild happens right off the hop. It's just like kind of cheesy, corny, and in the first episode, and like you can tell something ain't right. For a few reasons. For those who are familiar with the movies. What is it about? I couldn't tell you. Basically, now, side answer, what was the last Marvel Cinematic Universe movie you watched? Did you watch, like, what was it, the Infinity War or whatever it was called? Where, like, Thanos wins at the end of the movie. You watched the one before that. Okay, well, I can't tell you anything then, because watching the Infinity Gauntlet, or whatever it was called, Infinity War, is kind of a requisite, because you're not going to understand the significance of the premise of the show without having seen that, at least. Like, it's no exaggeration to say that, like, there is a very crucial thing that, like, you need to have already seen happen. Yeah, the one where just about everyone dies, where half the population gets snuffed out. That is a requirement movie. Really, you haven't seen that one? That one's like one of the best ones. Like, guaranteed, that movie is like significantly better than WandaVision is going to be. I'm surprised. I'm. Well, I mean, if you haven't seen the Infinity War, I don't expect you to be watching WandaVision anytime soon. They're doing a simul release right now. I don't know. Keep watching Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan's great. You've already got Attack on Titan. You don't really need anything else. Yeah, that, like, Infinity War is like, what, 2-3 years old, I think. Someone fact check that. I don't know what the actual age of it is. You silly goose. Gotta run to the shops. Yeah, have a good one, Earhawks. I'll hope to see you in a bit. Yeah, I never got around to it. It's at least 2 years. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Well, it definitely wasn't last year. And I think the sequel came out a year after it did. So I think it's at least 3 years old. If not, it's almost 3 years old. Yeah. Endgame. Endgame's the sequel to it. That's what it was. I was trying to think. I was like, what is the one after it called? It was such a mind-blowing movie. Yeah, right, Kay? It was a great movie. In my opinion, the greatest Marvel movie of all time is still Thor Ragnarok. But like Infinity Wars was maybe a number 2. Maybe. I don't know. No, I think Homecoming would top Endgame for me. Yeah, Endgame's not the world's best Marvel movie, but in order to understand what's going on with WandaVision, that's one that I think has to be watched. And it only 5 minutes of the movie of it. Ragnarok was incredible. Ragnarok was, holy heck, what's his name? Taika Waititi's masterpiece. I mean, Taika Waititi is just great for many reasons, but Hey, Bazinga Winga, nice to see you tonight. I'm streaming at a different time than usual. And hey, no worries. Lurk all you want. Lurking is welcome. Have fun playing Dead by Daylight. He makes me proud to be New Zealand. Weird emote. I'm looking at the multi-stream window. I can't see it there. No, yeah, can't see that, unfortunately. I trust the weird emote is good. Alright. make sure I don't miss any spots there. Well, you got him, and then you got, what's his name? Peter Jackson? Yeah. So you have two of the world's best directors. But Taika Waititi's better. I don't know. I don't know if I can say Taika Waititi's better. The Lord of the Rings was a masterpiece trilogy. Yep, Doctor Strange is the only one that I have not seen. It is. It is the only Marvel movie besides Black Widow that I have not seen. Black Widow being a bit more understandable given global situation. Is Black Widow on Disney Plus yet? I would like to watch Black Widow. Taika's humor is great. Yeah, my partner loved Doctor Strange. The cinematography was great. Deeply in love with Benedict Cumberbatch. That's unfortunate. I'm not too up to date with really anything about Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm glad Gina got fired from The Mandalorian, though. Although, I'm a little disappointed. She, in the basically the underlining things of what she got fired for. Would have been nice if she got fired for some of the first things that she said. Not going. You're good. This would have been nice if her transphobic stuff, was what got caught first. No one thinks that you're being rude. I don't know. Kay was just, I think more than anything, Kay is just heartbroken to find out Benedict Cumberbatch was not great. Let's see here. So let's see. Which one is smaller? That one looks like it's smaller. Yeah, exactly. And no one took it as rude. You know what? I think I'll do the base coats for that first. Let's take a look here. Yeah, exactly. It's more of a disappointment to find out people are being awful. What am I looking for? Hello, Prolane. Nice to see you. And yeah, no, Gina should have been fired a very long time ago. Just, like, she never should have made it to season 2. That's about as far as I'm going to go on that subject. I think that she's rather hateful. And it's incredibly disappointing because the character she plays is cool, but she is clearly not. I'm very excited to paint this. How are you doing today, though, Prolane? Welcome to the stream. Are you painting any miniatures right now? Oh, no, that's... I mean, I'm not terribly surprised that they would try to make that excuse or to come up with that like, I don't know. My partner was saying that apparently she's trying to get a job on some conservative network or something, and they're you know, a whole bunch of stuff is in the works, but like the people she's working with are the same people that like disliked her for being in The Mandalorian in the first place, and that, you know, there being a strong female character was like upsetting to them. It's the hypocrisy is mind-boggling. Oh, I'm hiding the chat there. She's a demon. I can I can agree with that. It's kind of sad with this Dreadnought, just slightly off topic. I just wanted to mention I had to cut the whole thing open because the person who originally had it wasn't, like, when they glued it, they connected the connectors together, like the inserts, but when they glued it, they didn't push it all the way in, and so it was like welded semi-open. So I had to go in and like re-glue everything. It was, whoop, it's kind of a big bummer. So this is not your box set Dreadnought. This was a Dreadnought from 2013, I want to say, from the Orcs versus Ultramarines Dreadnought. I don't know. I think that's very. I can understand the want for that, but I feel like that would just be a little jarring for the audience. It would kind of like break some of the immersion. At least it would for myself. Mind you, I can't speak for everybody, so there's that. Did you upgrade my mic? I like how the ambient sound of the train and outside environment noise meshes well with the background music. No, the mic's not upgraded. It's just my window's open. That's all. It's a really good mic. I think that's kind of like the benefit of like playing lo-fi. Like when there's like the sounds of cars going down the road and stuff, like it doesn't it sounds like it's part of the music. I totally get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's just the window being open. That's it. Like the trains that are going by and stuff, yeah. How do you have it open in -1? I take that question back. Yeah, you remember how cold my apartments would be sometimes. This is me we're talking about. I have it open because I'm in a hoodie, and I have here a bag of like freshly primed minis, like that's sealed shut, and every time I open it up, like the smell is so strong. So I'm just trying to like not fumigate myself. So that's the why. But like Ganon is beside me and he's all huddled up in a blanket. But yeah, if anyone's wondering like what Psytrance is talking about, I'm half polar bear. Like I have a hoodie on, but I have no socks. Hey, buddy. Hello. Yeah, there are many times. I remember inviting you over to my house and being told, turn on the effing heater. Or, how are you not freezing? Yeah. Gonna miss those times, Nicole. I'm gonna miss them. I mean, like, I'm like twice your mass at bare minimum, so I mean, I retain my heat a lot easier. Plus, I grew up in a colder climate, so that also has a lot to do with it. Like in my parents' hometown right now, it's -20. Dang, yo. Dang. I wish you luck. That -39 is horrifying. I've never experienced that. No, wait, maybe I have. I might have. Mind you, there's like a certain point where it just like the temperature doesn't really feel like it's any different. Because your heater is on all the time and you're already wearing like the world's like hottest coat. So, you know. Oh, -34. -29. Okay, yeah. That's a cakewalk. You had me thinking you were going somewhere cold, Nicole. Oh, and it's dry cold? Oh, chaw. No, that being said, though, legitimately, like, -7 here, like, in Vancouver, is, like, one of the most horrific experiences of, like, cold temperature. All my jokes aside, like, I was miserable when it was -7 the other day. I was very whiny. I like dry cold. Dry cold's really nice. My hometown is sometimes super foggy because all of the humidity is like freezing in the air as a mist. It's really beautiful. -40. I would say it feels like -20, but you know, that's me. That's too funny. The dampness kills you, though. It really does. It makes everything a lot worse. Again, I am a polar bear, so my opinion is a little skewed. I am aware. It hurts. Yeah, no, that is an accurate description. Here, like when it's cold, it's so cold it's painful. That's not at all inaccurate. That is very, on the point. Because, like, back home, like, don't get me wrong, it would be very cold out. Like, it would be negative 30. But I would have, like, my window open, and I wouldn't die in the middle of the night. Or... Yeah, my parents hated that. Like, I would be walking around in a parka, and I'd be like, I'm too hot. So I would open up my jacket, and just like you would see like all the perspiration that was like I was building up inside of the jacket just turned into like a cloud of steam or mist. It was really cool. Oh yeah, dude, I can imagine that your joints hated it. Especially when there's like a wind chill going too. Like today was only like 1 degree or something like that, but like when I was carrying groceries, I was miserable. Crazy. I know. You can call me, if you want to call me a crazy mountain person, go for it. It's not inaccurate. I am a crazy mountain person. I came from the mountains. Burr. Just be like crazy redneck. It's really funny. Moving out to the city, there were people that like. So back in my hometown, there's a difference between flannel and plaid. Whereas flannel is a material that you wear when it is cold outside and you're doing physical labor, and plaid is just the pattern. So you could have like buffalo checkered flannel, but like a plaid, like, but its intention is to keep you warm and to keep you visible when you're hunting, so you don't get shot by your fellow hunters. But plaid is a pattern, exactly. And Nicole, you know all about that because you grew up in a rather redneck part of the Lower Mainland. Gosh darn it! I just get the paint off my brush first. You know, when I moved out here, people were like, "Oh yeah, do you like that flannel shirt?" I'm like, "That's not flannel. That's plaid." Only 5 years. Yeah, that's fair. But hey, that 5 years counts. I tell you though, flannel's nice. Flannel keeps you real warm. Oh my heck, the person who did this. Oh, merino wool is so cozy. Oh my goodness. I would love to have some like merino wool like hoodies. Or not hoodies, like turtlenecks. Something like that. That'd be lovely. I had in college, I had one merino wool sweater. It was wonderful. It had a zip down neck, but when I zip it all the way up, it's a turtleneck. And it didn't look silly when it was zipped down. So it was functional and fashionable, and I lost that, and I was so upset when I found out that I lost it. It's like, that was like the bomb. Yeah. That was a really loud snort. I am so sorry. Usually I try to mute and blow my nose so I don't do that. I'm disgusting. Let me just get some paint off my brush and fix that so that that doesn't happen again. That was disgusting. I say that specifically because I know how good the mic is. And you guys heard every little bit of that. That was awful. How dare. I mean, like, Nicole knows me for how disgusting I am, but, like, the rest of you guys don't need to deal with that. Wolf Parable reported! Hi, why is this disgusting? No, just I made a big loud snort sound. And hello, I love Custo. It's nice to see you. No, just my nostrils plugged up. I'm just going to mute one sec here. There we go. That's better. And nice to see you there, I love Custodes. Oh, well. Yeah, exactly. No, it's just, it's, you know. If you missed it, you missed it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, overthinking things. I mean, it's the human body. We've all had have to, you know, a plugged nose at some point. Perfect. Well, I don't know. You know how disgusting I am. The rest of the world doesn't need to know how gross I am. You know, just because we went to college together. Be age ready? I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's an autocorrect thing. If you mean battle ready. So when I read that, I want to say it says battle ready. Oh, Blood Angels. No, so I'm going to be doing Exorcists. So, I mean, they both have the base coat of red. I really like the, what do you call them? The Grey Knights. And I found out that these guys are, like, kind of like the Grey Knights. And, like, I was looking up their lore, and I was like, oh man, these guys are like super metal. Like the fact that every member of the Exorcists intentionally, as part of becoming a member, they get possessed by a demon, and then they have to survive the exorcism. And I'm just like, oh man, that's like, jeez Louise. So like, underneath all their armor, like, they've got to be like super messed up looking. You know, whereas the Grey Knights have never been possessed. These guys do it on purpose so that they can do a better job at slaying and smiting chaos. And I'm just like, oh, you guys are so cool. And I just really like the black and red color scheme, like that they have, like red armor with black trim, and like their symbol is like a skull with demon horns. I'm just like, oh, you guys are like right out of like an 80s metal album art. It was really cool. Their lore is kind of messed up. I mean, in fairness, all Space Marines are super. Beforehand, I had these guys painted as Black Templar, which was A, like I thought they looked cool, and B, they were just primed black. They were very minimalistically done. But I have some Chaos Marines that are going to be coming in the mail, and I'm going to do them Black Legion style. And I was like, well, I don't really want to have two armies that the models, you know, are close enough and the color schemes are close enough to each other. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I suppose I will try to do something slightly different. I'm looking at that. So let's see here. That's like, I don't know, heck. Yeah, okay, so that's like right there. And then that goes here. Cool. But yeah, no, I haven't painted anything Warhammer for like 8 years now. So this is kind of a nice little thing to get back into. Honestly, theirs isn't too bad. But they are especially messed up. It said somewhere that they are pretty calm outside of battle and whatnot. They're just chanting and covering everything in scripture calmly. Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't know anything else about them. I just like, ooh, black and red. Dig it. Done. I actually end up planning on using these for Wolf Parable. Sorry that you're going to hear me say this like a million times, but I'm planning on using these for a game called Grimdark Future. So I'm not going to be playing 40k itself, but I'm going to be playing a very 40k style rules light war game instead. Deaf Not Bear. Nice to see a Deaf Not Bear. Well, after being possessed by a demon, anything else must seem like a walk in the park. That's a very good point. They do have 2 regiments of scouts instead of just one because they lose more members to the whole possession thing. Just like, well, William or Wilbert didn't make it today, got possessed, didn't survive that, so that's unfortunate. Jesus. Yeah, they probably just like don't talk to the scouts or like try to get to know them up until that happens. Right now, waiting for a Tau to start collecting for my own friend. Grimdark Future, the one from One Page Rules. That is exactly correct. I love Custodes. So my best friend, me and him were after I got into Warhammer the first time, I was like, hey, do you want to play this cool game with me? And he's like, yeah, sure. Me and him have been playing Magic now for myself the last 20 years, for him the last 10, and it was hard. It was not straightforward and easy. Mind you, we were playing 5th edition and not the current edition. I understand a lot has changed. The game does not resemble itself at all anymore. Not a bad thing. Just very, very different game altogether. But yeah, no. Grimdark Future, I was taking a look at it. I love rules like games. And I like the miniature agnostic stuff. I like that there's space rats or space dwarves and stuff. So I'm vibing with One Page Rules right now. So hopefully it'll be super fun. And it's as simple as hey, you want the rules? Go to download the PDF and read 4 pages and you're good. Here lies Brother Ignatus. He did not graduate. Oof. Oof. Gal Voback 2.0. Damn, you have a crap load of cards. Oh, yeah, no, I have. So I play Commander. I preface that because I want to use my old cards. I easily have like 20 decks of cards. And like none of them are like thrown together. They're all very like mostly refined decks. We play casually, but it's just when you've been collecting for that long, it's just it builds up. So like half of the game for me is the deck building, as much as the card playing itself. Does Grimdark or one-page rules have stuff for small-scale variants? Yes, they do have. It's called Grimdark Skirmish, and they also have an Age of Fantasy Skirmish as well. So they do have skirmish games. That is 100% a thing that they have. And they have their own separate rules PDF for it. And the armies, they also have separate PDFs for if you're playing the skirmish game or if you're playing the main game. Thank you very much for streaming. I just finished putting the finishing touches on your Lord Discordant while you talk in the background. Oh, that's so awesome. Definite Bear, do you have any photos? I have a Discord community where everyone, will post up their works in progress on the stuff and the likes. It's a very supportive community. I really try to make sure that like it's just a positive place. So if you ever want to join or like have, and obviously no pressure. I understand that like some people are like a member of like 40 some Discord servers. It can be super overbearing, and my server is both European and North American, so it's always going off. So it's good to selectively mute channels if you do join in. But if you want to join, I have a link in the panels below, and you can also just get the link by typing in !Discord. But I would love to see what you've been working on. It sounds really cool. Sometimes we just sometimes we just discuss orc butts. It's great. It's a really good community. We try to keep positive, and for those times that we do want to complain about something, there's a dedicated place for that, so that if you only want the positivity, you just stay out of that one place and let everyone else deal with their thing. And sometimes like you have to just like let it all out if you like, in order to be in a good mood. Like bottling things up is never good. Hey, sounds good. No worries. It sounds like your fingers are probably occupied, so that's totally cool. Okay, so I'm going to put that guy off to the side there. Let's pull out his arms. That sounds cool. No, I mean like this. Let's pull these out. And so actually, okay, so I want to. Where is that tool? Hi, Gannon. How's it going, buddy? Oh, you're so cute. All right. Let us. Heck. All right. What is the biggest bolt that I have here? Or drill bit, is what I should say. You are certainly bigger, but are you the biggest? You're a bit bigger. Cool. Because I think you... Yeah, that's going to need to be... Oh, geez. We'll just start off with this first. Oh, who's going good night? On a non-joking note, I think the rant channel works better than I thought it would. There's something nice about having a specific spot where people can... I absolutely think that too. It's turned out much better than I anticipated. Also, you have a wonderful night, Psytrancer. Sleep well. Thanks for coming in. It's always a pleasure to have you. But yeah, no, so... I obviously, like, as humans are, we have things that bug us sometimes, right? And I didn't want to tell people, like, don't complain about your stuff. Like how cruel is that? I'm incredibly against stuff like that. So I was like, okay, well, what if we have a special place for this kind of discussion, right? Like, let's see if we can do something like that and get things to work out that way. And it has worked out much better than I anticipated. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, so these are obviously far too small, but that's the biggest one I've got, and then from there I can just use my knife. So likewise here, let's let's start with a knife on that one. I'm just gonna hurt myself otherwise. But yeah, no, I'm glad to hear that, Wolf Parable. It was a risk making that room, because I didn't want people to take it the wrong way. But like, everyone has been so supportive. Like it is the absolute opposite of screaming into a void. Because anything that you say in there, people will come in and just start being supportive. And I was like, holy heck, like, this is great. I couldn't be happier with how that turned out. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But like, I mean, I'm very nitpicky. Like, if I see people being like that, like there's not going to be any, like, they wouldn't last long. They would get banned pretty fast. I absolutely curate my Discord server. There will be no crappy people in my Discord server. That's just how it's going to be. People can have different ideas. People can have different opinions. That's all good. Like, you need all sorts of people for the world to work. But like, for example, if there was someone like Gina, the actress who played what's her name in The Mandalorian, man, she would get banned faster than I eat a burger, right? Like, it's like, stuff like that is not okay. My community is a safe community where everyone is welcome. No racism, no transphobia, no ableism, none of that stuff. None of that garbage. The people who are in my server are under my protection. And the protection of our wonderful mod, Demon Lord. Who has been taking some time to recover for himself. Gotta be able to do that. How many text channel? I feel like I missed something. Did I miss a message? The secret with anything is how reasonable and decent are the people. If they're crappy folk in the Discord, it would have likely been chaotic, so it's a good sign. So it's a sign the folks are good eggs. How many text channel in the Discord? There are a lot of text channels. There are. And you know what? A good number of them get used. Yeah, no. I think if there's anything I would hope got used a little bit more is just the learning center stuff, like how do I do this, and this is how I do this. But I mean, like I can't be like, hey, why aren't you guys using this? Like, you just gotta let things go naturally. I always try to post my tutorials on like how I do things. But oh, you're uncertain. Okay, yeah. So, how do I do this? Is a room for people to ask questions like, hey, I don't know how to approach, let's say, non-metallic metal, or I don't know how to strip my MIT models. Oh, here, buddy. You trying to turn around? There you go. There you go. Yeah, don't let it fall. You just want to roll over on your other side? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good kitty. Good kitty. Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah. But yeah, so, yeah, you would type in, like, a question, and somebody would hopefully come in and answer. But, I mean, obviously, there's, like, a Google, and there's, like, things like that. But, like, if you wanted to ask a question on how to do something, and you were hoping for the community to answer, that's where you would post the questions. And this is how I do this, is if you're ever, like, I want to share knowledge and nobody has asked me. Because you know how nerds can be. I say this lovingly. I know I'm one of the worst offenders of this. I just want to tell people how I do things sometimes. Either because maybe they don't know, or they like, but like I'll be nervous that like if they do already know, like am I just being like a jerk? So that is what this is how I do this is for us to be able to just scream into the internet, this is how I do this thing, if anyone cares. So yeah, that's what that's for. How dare you bring non-metallic metals into this? Hey, I think you do a better job of NMM than I can. Straight up. I think you do just such a remarkable job. So whenever I decide to have the gall to attempt doing it, you are who I'm going to be asking. Because holy heck, you do a great job. Is that going to fit now? No, of course not. Heck. What's catching it? Is it that? Looks like that's what's catching it. But yeah, I just want you to prepare that, like, you know, whenever I decide I'm going to start trying to attempting to do NMMs, I'm just going to at you in that room and be like, hey, how do I do this? Just posted and finished mini. Oh, excellent. I would love to take a look at that there, Def Not Bear. And welcome to the server. Holy heck, this is going to look cool. Oh my gosh. I love this. The blue and silver is so cool looking. Ah, I love Chaos Marines so much. Their aesthetic, you could pick almost any two colors and it would just look beautiful. I love what you're doing. The lighting is poor, but the silver is actually a teal. Oh, okay. I will have to, once you get some better lighting picks, I'll probably be able to see that better. My eyesight is not very great. Let me take a look at that again. So the silver is a teal. Okay. Oh, I see a little bit of it. Okay, I see a little bit of the teal there. So is it a metallic teal then? Like, did you put some ink on it? Oh, I almost got my thumb there. Oof. Heck. Okay. I'll do it this way. Do that thing that they teach kids in Boy Scouts. It's the reference people always talk about. Oh, what did I teach you in Boy Scouts? Did you go to Boy Scouts? No, I didn't go to Boy Scouts. I went to Air Cadets. Boop, boop, boo. One of my favorite things to do there, if anyone is of interest whatsoever, is taking true metallic metal paint and coloring it using inks. You can also achieve a very similar result using like contrast paints. I know that a lot of people talk about that, but in my personal experience, anything you can do with a contrast paint, you can do with an acrylic ink, because they seem to be mostly the same. Goobertown Hobbies did a video where he talked about how to make your own contrast paints, and he is an actual like chemist. And yeah. Stormhost Silver with a Coalina green shade on it. I don't know what some of those colors are. Are those Citadel paints? These days I mostly use Reaper MSP paints as well as Vallejo Game Color or Vallejo Model Color when it's available. A contrast is just a weaker ink, and a wash is weaker than that. I will say, actually, for a wash, washes are distinctly different than inks. They don't carry the same transparency that you can achieve with an ink. If I had to make a comparison, I would say that a ink is distinctly different than a acrylic paint, but a wash is like a watered down acrylic paint with flow improver. I've given a couple demos before for it. If anyone's interested, I can show some of the differences in behaviors. I totally don't mind doing that. If anyone wants, I'm not going to force it on anyone who's not interested. But yeah, so like if you, for example, if you take a true metallic paint and you put a wash over it, if you do enough layers of wash, you're not going to see the reflection of the metal anymore. Whereas if you do that with a ink, you should be able to still see it. It's quite cool. Thank you for welcoming me to the community in Discord. Thank you for the chat and positive support. Hey, yeah, thank you so much there, Not a Bear. You have yourself a wonderful night. I stream tomorrow in about 12 hours, so I'm not going to be staying up much later myself. I'll probably be going to bed pretty soon. I just want to get this stuff done here. Oh, I'll take a look. Yes, I would love to take a look at that. I Love Custodes. Ooh, let's take a look at that. Got a dude with a shield. Looks like a Primaris Marine. Probably a Primaris Marine. Digging it, digging it. You were saying that was was it your captain that you were mentioning? I really like that shield. You got the blue and the red. I see you made sure to do a lot of really good attentions on the skulls. Make sure that those pop nicely and don't get lost in the details. I'm loving it. That's very cool. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate that. He's a lieutenant. Nice. Oh, from the Indominus. Yeah. Maybe when that calms down, I'll consider getting one. They're very cool looking. The coolness is not lost on me. Oh man, I hope I'm not gonna like drill all the way through this. All in the name of magnetism. Magnets are cool as heck. I love magnets. So what other kind of games do you like to play? I Love Custodes. Do you play Dungeons & Dragons? Do you play Frostgrave? Or are you like strictly 40k? There's no wrong answers. Obviously. Just want to make sure that's nice and clear. Really love the Lieutenant models. Yeah, no, they've got some cool minis. They got some really cool minis. And I just want to get this magnet in here. No, it's all Space Boys all the time, Chris. You've fallen for the Emperor, and the Emperor accepts it. I play D&D and other role-playing games. Oh, that's awesome. So D&D is what I've been doing for painting for the last maybe 3 years is what I should say. I took a break from mini painting for quite a while. But yeah, let's see here. I only just started getting back into this. What I was painting beforehand was Frostgrave, or miniatures for Frostgrave specifically, not the ones necessarily from what do you call it, from North Star Miniatures, North Star Figures. However, that being said, I did recently get a box of their Gnolls, which are really nice models. Come on, get in there. Just get in there. I just want you... heck. Not quite there yet. And hey, Wolf Parable, you know I'm all about the evil Space Boys. I'm painting these guys simply because I have them. And when I have money, I want to play something like Age of Sigmar. So why not even fantasy? Talking about D&D, I am writing a campaign for the Elder Scrolls universe. Oh, I love Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls has such a cool, just there's so much lore dumps in it. I love it. The Aedra and the Daedra are really cool. The stuff about some of the other cultures, like the Argonians, they've got a lot of really cool stuff. I am all for that. Come on, get in the hole. Ooh, it's almost there. It's almost there, but it sticks out. Darn it. I need to get even tinier magnets. So for the bits, we're gonna get more arm bits, more loadouts, and what is going on out there? Oh, just a semi-truck, okay. So loud. I wrote all the race, and it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Lore nerds, the Elder Scrolls, I must resist, as my opinions are too strong. Dunmer is fun. I like Dunmer. Dunmer's cool. I need to remember all the names. Argonians was my favorite. I just love them lizard people. fit? Almost. Almost fit. Dunmer were the Dark Elves, right? Because Dwemer were the Dwarves. And then Altmer are the High Elves, I want to say. And I can't remember what the Wood Elves were called. Was it the Faermer? No. The Falmer were the Snow Elves, or at least the goblin-like things that turned into, or they devolved in from. Bosmer, thank you. I wonder if this works. For like getting it wide enough. Oh man, that's like almost, yeah. Ah, my finger. Good thing this is big and thick and is not going to break the skin of my fingers. Because I've done that with like some of the thinner ones. Man, those small thin ones will jab straight through the skin. It is not a good time. Yep. Boomer. Yeah, that's right. Orcs, Orismer were also technically elves. Although, if I recall correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, while Mer was the word for that was used for the elvish races, if I recall correctly, Mer actually means people and is not actually translate to elf. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yep, the Dwemer were actually an elf. Yep. Was it? Okay, cool. I thought it meant people. This is why I say, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I've touched up on the lore. Fun fact, while they're not a playable race in the last couple games, there is a aquatic elf race in the lore. I don't know if they're in Elder Scrolls Online or not, but yeah. It's a fun little tidbit. That rocketed at my face. Oh, Malakath, yeah. I am out of the loop on a lot of industry stuff, so I don't really know what bad practices they've been doing recently. But, hopefully that is possibly put an end to with the Microsoft acquisition, as they now belong to Microsoft. Which isn't too surprising, given that Microsoft has always kind of tried to get like exclusivity with like Elder Scrolls games. Like that's not really a new thing. Like they like their Elder Scrolls a lot. So much as to like pay for a contract so that, you know, PS3 didn't get I think it was Oblivion at the same time, or maybe it was they didn't get Skyrim at the same time. I can't remember which. Todd Howard is a turd. I know that's like a serious statement, but like I just calling someone a turd is just entertaining, you know? Ah. Glue, why? And actually, before I go any further with that, heck, I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit here, just as a heads up. Ew. I had no idea about that. Ugh. Okay, thank you for keeping yourselves entertained there for a moment while I made impressions of, I don't know, insert character who wears a gas mask. My allergy to super glue is no joke. Oh no, that is the opposite of what I want. No, you gotta... It's not okay to tolerate, like, awful people for the sake of, like, you know, they do good work. You know, like a lot of the stuff that's going on about Joss Whedon right now. You know, I won't go up into it too much right now, but, you know, there's a lot of people coming forward right now about Joss Whedon. That dude's career is donezo. Oh, thank you there for the follow there. I love Custodes. Yeah, no, it is a thing that people do, and it's very unfortunate. Which is why, you know, when I see people like Gina get fired from The Mandalorian, I'm giddy. Nope, that's not how I wanted that to go. Crud. Yeah, that needs to get out. it fit too well, but it went in on the wrong side when I was... Yeah, come on. Get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah. There we go. So I want that, right? No. I want that. But for that, it has to be that. Got it. This time, should I use 2-part epoxy? Maybe. Maybe. Or I can just, like, really, like, kill off this super glue. Heck, I already forgot which side I needed to go with. Here. We'll just, like, do that. There we go. Explain this Gina. Have you watched The Mandalorian? She was the actress who plays, like, the super buff, like, rebel lady. Oh, R. Hunter, thank you so much there. Not in the Star Wars universe. That's okay. All right. Well, basically, and hello, Raiders. Thank you for joining in. R. Hunter, I hope you had a great stream. What were you working on today? I'll continue on the other subject in just a moment there, guys. Tell me about what you were working on today. Yeah, Wolf Parable summed it up. Bad, transphobic actor finally got fired. We were playing mechanics tonight. Oh, cool. Oh, that's exciting. Oh my goodness. Yuck. There's no way of, like, saving this thing here. All right, we'll give that a shot. I'll close that up. I'll see if I can Usually kit bashing your custom marine chapter. Oh, exciting. These are, what you see here, are mostly Space Marines from, I'll adjust the zoom there for you guys. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that. A lot of these are Dark Vengeance, Blood Angel, or not Blood Angels, Dark Angels, as well as a combination of Ultramarines from, what was the one? It was the kit for 5th edition, Orcs versus Ultramarines, or but yeah, no, I'm just I'm going to be using these guys for Grimdark Future, and I'm painting them using the who's-it? Exorcists, yeah. The Exorcist color schemes, because I like my black and red, and I thought, well, I like Grey Knights, a chapter that is all about hunting demons and eradicating them, and I was like, oh man, the Exorcists, I think Wolf Parable, you or Colin are the ones who told me about them, and I was like, geez, these guys are really cool. So, yeah. Makarge? What is Makarge? Yeah, apparently they're a chapter of like Space Marines. They're the only successor chapter to the Grey Knights. So out of all the canonical guys, they are the only other ones besides the Grey Knights that have the gene seed of the Emperor, and part of their initiation is getting possessed by a demon. So I thought that was super metal. Yeah, that's right. You're the one that told me about them. And I was like, okay, well, these guys are just too cool, so we're going with them. Alright, that should be like more than enough, I think. Yeah, it should be good. Now I'm just gonna like drill this sideways. But yeah, do you have any photos of the stuff you were working on, R. Hunter? I mean, like, I know that you just raided, so, like, obviously you might not, but, on the off chance. Sorry, Battle for Makarg was a box set with Ultramarines. Thank you. Oh, okay, cool. Instagram. Excellent. Is it just under R. Hunter 85? Hunter 85. There we go. Look at that. Give you a follow there. Ooh. Oh, that's cool looking. I like that a lot. And here, you're a streamer. Give you a little bit of a shout out there. I know the channel's not popping with people right now, but for anyone who's not already following R. Hunter, they look like they've got some really cool stuff that they're working on. Might be entertaining. Might learn something. Might just have fun. But yeah, the Battle for Makarge sounds like a Irish or Scottish thing. Was a box set that my roommate had gotten, and he gave it to me in exchange for me helping out with some things. But when it came down to it, he never bought the supplies. And when I asked him if he wanted to take them back, he said no. So these are mine. So that worked out neat for me. Except that I just had them sitting there doing nothing for 8 years. After he already had them sitting there doing nothing for 3 years. Or like, no. Longer than that. 5 years? I don't know. So they're finally getting painted. And hey, yeah, no worries, man. No worries, buddy. Buddy old pal. Let us get this going and not get cut. Oh, I can smell the super glue. Here, I'm just going to go on mute for a little bit, okay? All right, there we go. Looks like, once again, I managed to shove it in without needing to use any glue. So it fit perfectly. So now I can just go back to painting. Exciting. I like painting. And now I can go and eBay some bits for Dreadnought arms. And I can just swap them out the way that I need to, because I don't want to pay for more Dreadnoughts if I don't have to. You know, Dreadnoughts are not the cheapest model, and it's not even a very huge model. Like, they're cool, don't get me wrong. But if I'm going to buy a second Dreadnought, I'd rather buy like a Venerable Dreadnought, or like the Primaris Dreadnought. I don't really want to spend $40 on this not massive thing. You know, shop smartly. Spend your money that you need to head out, go to bed. You have a good one, Wolf Parable. So who's all hanging in here? How is your day going? I hope your day is going fantastic. I've got a squirming kitty. Anyone have any suggestions for names that I should write on the nameplate for this Dreadnought? You know how they have like basically their grave name. It'll be like right there. If anyone has any cool suggestions, I'm all game. Hey, Lucky Loki. Good morning, buddy. Nice to see you here. Just painting up this dreadnought. I just finished magnetizing him for the last little bit. Dreadnoughts are cool, but honestly, I find them boring to paint. Yeah, it's kind of boxy and clunky. This one is from the Battle of Makarg, so it's got a couple of nice little like tidbits on it, but you know, it's gonna stand out a little bit from like another Dreadnought. But I totally hear you. They're, you know, not the most exciting models in the paint. For painting. That's right, they're supposed to have like arm. What would be the hand usually just like blue? I don't know, it's usually about the same color. To some extent, at least. Yeah, okay. You draw... oh, but I gooped yours in green stuff. Horns and Plague coming out. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. Is the idea that he was a space marine that died as a plague walker, or that he is like a hell brute for your Death Guard army? Oh, let's take a look at this. You call him Jerry. Ooh, that's gnarly. I like that a lot. It's very cool. Ugh. I like it. Nope. My brother had him laying around and didn't want it, so he got it. Oh, that's awesome. You and your brother sound really close. That's really cool. I wish I got to paint with my brothers. But this isn't really their hobby. I've tried to like open up them to being like, hey, you know, if you want, like, I can show you how to do it. I can get you like a get started kit. Like, you know, it wasn't really their cup of tea, so. I was like, you know, that's fine. That's totally fair. Can't like everything. I wish I used some stronger magnets on this. You know, lesson learned for later. But I am very happy with this being magnetized, because you know what that means? Now I can be like, boop, 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 boop. And I just thought that was important to share. That's where my priorities are at. I'm seeing that one's a little off angle, so I'm gonna. You have two brothers. One of them is one you want to really spend time with. He is, by lack of a better word, a football hooligan. But the other one is sort of special. He is nearly 12 years older than me, and I didn't grow up with him, so I didn't really know him until you were like 14. Oh, that's fair. There's a 10 and 11 year gap between me and my brothers. You know, so like, I moved out of the house when they were still little kids. So a lot of like when I was gone, you know, they like we weren't able to be as close as, you know, I would have necessarily liked to have been. So, You know, that's how it goes sometimes. It's unfortunate, but it's just how she goes. Oh, heck, that's not the part I wanted to peel off. So is it the older brother that you've been doing, getting into like Warhammer and stuff with? What are we talking about? I was writing chapters lore in your Discord. Oh, that's awesome. We were just talking about siblings. Loki was just sharing about his brothers and how he got his brother's old dreadnought and he converted it for his Death Guard army, which I was saying was very cool. And he's shared a couple stories just about like trading and giving models to and for from his brothers, and I was like, man, you guys have a really close relationship, it sounds like. And I was just admiring that. I thought that's really sweet. And I was just sharing how I would have loved to have been able to have some kind of like story like that with my little brothers. I'm 10 and 11 years older than both of my little brothers. I am the eldest by quite a lot. Nope. Yeah, no, I do want that to be that color. Man, oh man, it is 1:30. I have to log off and get to bed because I am streaming in 10 and a half hours. Eek! Alright, guys. Gonna call her quits here in just a second, as soon as I finish this up. And you know what? We'll just pick up where we left off here. I'm having some fun painting these. I know that this is kind of getting in the way of me finishing my Frostgrave stuff, but I want to see if I can finish these guys before my other 40k stuff comes in. It took 20 years to build a brotherly bond. We grew up in different subcultures. Effectively, he grew up in the violent area of Copenhagen, and I grew up in the suburbs. Vastly different experiences, but he taught me how to paint when he was 16, 17, and you were 5 or 6. Wow, he taught you to paint at that young of an age? Well, it sounds like there was always a little bit of a brotherly bond right there, if he was trying to teach you that kind of stuff. Clearly he cared. Good morning, Alin Mitches. You caught me just as I was about to log off. I'm sorry. Very good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. I know things have been a little bit tough lately, so I hope nothing but the best for you. I know, I'm sorry. I will be online again in 10.5 hours. Because that's the only reason I'm going to bed right now. Otherwise, I would be staying up as late as I did last night. But as you know, I do the morning stream. Let's keep it that way. Oh, you woke up happy. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, that makes me super happy to hear that, Olympiches. Let's see here. So Loki was saying, I didn't fully understand it back then, and my parents didn't nurture hobbies, so it didn't catch. But soon after the period of being super stressed out and feeling powerless for a while, I started painting again. And a few years back, and it stuck. Oh, that's very sweet. I love that there. I just remember absolutely butchering an old school GW. Or, well, you should see the pictures that that Colin was sharing earlier today in the server. He was sharing some GW models he painted, I think, when he was 13. But yeah, that was very good. But yeah, no, I'm going to be streaming again in just 10 hours and 25 minutes. So you will see me, everyone here will see me again soon enough. Don't you worry. I like my Saturday streams quite a lot because I get to do a longer stream because I'm not working, you know, all that stuff. It's my day off, right? Because that's the only day of the week that I stream when it's my day off. So let's just, you know what? Limit just came in a little late, so what we'll do is we'll just we'll glue some Marines onto their bases. I just primed these today. So I got one with a beak. I like the guys that have the beak on them, their helmets. Let's see here. These are all boring. Oh, this guy's got a cool helmet. He's got like a little wreath on his helmet. Okay, that one's kind of cool. Whoa, actually his gun's really big compared to the others. Hold on, does he have a bigger gun? I can't tell. All Space Marines look the same to me. Don't tell them I said that. Let's see here. Is this gun bigger? No, his gun's the same size. What about this guy? Oh, they have different guns. These guys have scopes. Do all of them have scopes? No, they don't all have scopes. Hold up. Are these guys using different guns and I didn't know? I can't tell. I can't tell if the scope signifies anything. But you know what? I think it might. Because these three guys... Let's take a look here. I'm very curious now. I think those are the only three guys I have that have scopes on it. It's just plastic. It's not a secret. Absolutely butchering those. Chris found the difference between Space Marines and he's getting sucked in. I am. Hold on. Okay. Loki. I need your help on this. Is this a different gun? From all I can tell, the only difference is that it has a scope. But out of my, like, 20-some Marines, these three are the only ones that have a scope. And mind you, like, these two are the same model, so, like, what the heck ever. But this guy's gotta focus. I tend to disagree. They cost a ton, so we should try to make the most out of it. That's true. Printing yours is good. But yeah, no. I'm asking because, like, when it's possible, I like to try and, like, make my army lists match the actual weapons they have. So these three, nope, these three have a focus. Or not a focus, but they have a scope. Whereas, like, all of these guys, well, I mean, this guy here has a flamethrower. Ah! Where'd he go? I don't want to move because I don't know if he's behind a wheel. I don't want to run him over. Ah. Come on, heck. Okay. Okay. I'm not seeing it. Let's take a look. Heck. Ah, he's directly underneath me. All right. You can't see the model. Here we go. I will. Bam. This guy. See? This guy's got... It looks like it's the same gun. It's just this guy has a scope and this one doesn't have a scope. He's lost forever. Stalker bolter or just a bolter with a scope. Neat. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they'll decorate them, like, you know, this one's got like little wings on his gun. I know that there's a name for that, but I don't know what the name for that is. Okay. Stalker bolter. Neat. I don't know anything about that. But with that being said, I should not delay it any further. I am going to go off to Sleepyville. I wouldn't know. I never looked at an army list. I never played them. I like painting too. You know what, Elimitches, that is exactly how I feel about this. But I do like the prospects of the game Grimdark Future. And so here I am. You have old school Marines, so they're probably just stalker bolters. Snipers. Oh, fascinating. Or at least the bolter version of a sniper. Ooh, fascinating. Yeah, no, these are all very old Marines. Yeah. Yeah, so these guys is one army. In Grimdark Future, it's about... How many points was it? It is a... It's just shy of a 3,000 point army. So I've spoken with a friend, been like, hey, do you got any bits? See if I can get some upgrade weapons or anything like that. But that being said, I'm gonna go head off to bed, and I will hopefully see you guys in a half day. Bye bye.